Oprah is a Luciferian who's been hiding in plain sight while making a fortune servicing the paedophilic needs of Hollywood and the entertainment industry elite. She's far from the only one.
To see him kind of in person after being in jail for 3 weeks now was pretty interesting, to say the least. And I say that by being that you would expect him to feel a little defeated, a little gaunt, anything like that. But it wasn't that case. He appeared confident. He stood tall.
There are rumors that Oprah bought tapes that purportedly showed Justin Bieber and Diddy in horrific circumstances involving minor celebrities. These claims have shocked the entertainment industry and sparked major concerns about what's actually going on behind closed doors. Let's examine the details of these startling rumors and dissect what we now know. Recent rumors claiming the existence of compromising recordings featuring a number of well-known celebrities have shocked the entertainment industry and left many wondering if these grave accusations are truly made. There have been rumors that Diddy raped Aaron Carter and Justin Bieber when they were younger on sex videos.
Some of the words Justin Bieber used to describe his experience of growing up in the entertainment industry, surrounded by sharks, predators, and open Luciferians. Friends of Justin Bieber warn that he's deeply distressed, as the most traumatic experience of his life is now being exploited for profit, without his consent and at his expense. "It's a total nightmare," said the insider. He feels like he was victimized years ago and now is being victimized yet again. If this footage gets out, it will follow him for life. It will be on the internet forever. To make matters worse for Bieber, he's been trying for years to speak out about the abuse he endured at the hands of powerful industry pedophiles. But the mainstream media has consistently shut him down. Diddy was grooming Bieber in front of the world, even warning Bieber on Jimmy Kimmel's show not to talk about the things he did with Big Brother Puff. The warning signs were flashing red, and nobody stepped in to save Justin.
Got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
time. He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Fast forward a few years, and instead of being heard, his voice was silenced by the media industry, leaving him to cope with the trauma of his past. He now carries the heavy burden of knowing that despite his efforts, he is powerless to stop these predators from targeting the next generation of child stars.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. People take for granted encounters, and I don't wish that upon anybody.
After the disturbing new allegations about Diddy emerged in the aftermath of Cassie's lawsuit, reports indicate that Justin's mom, Patty, is allegedly starting to question Diddy's relationship with Justin. Sources close to Patty suggest that she is unsure how to approach this sensitive subject with Justin. Reportedly, Patty feels a considerable amount of guilt for letting him go with Usher and Diddy in the early stages of his career.
Bieber has been warning us for years that Pizzagate is real, and powerful figures in the music industry are raping child stars and murdering babies and children. Unfortunately, the mainstream media took away Bieber's voice, silencing him to protect the perpetrators, and so very few people get to hear his warnings. Back in 2016, Bieber came forward naming Diddy as a powerful industry pedophile. But instead of investigating these serious claims, the mainstream media went into full damage control, protecting Diddy and painting Bieber as a troubled, mentally unstable young man. In a heartfelt confession to his church congregation in Beverly Hills, Bieber revealed the disturbing truth that the music industry is controlled by evil pedophiles, and child stars are forced into degrading and dehumanizing sexual encounters with elite figures, including—
One of the most shocking claims is made by someone claiming to have worked for Oprah Wisconsin Free in the past. This person claims that Oprah bought videos that contained extremely disturbing content. Although these claims are currently unproven, they have nevertheless generated a lot of discussion and conjecture online.
Who's been hiding in plain sight while making a fortune servicing the pedophilic needs of Hollywood and the entertainment industry elite. She's far from the only one. Luciferianism is the religion a young up-and-coming star must adopt if they wish to succeed in Hollywood or the music industry.
You on up earth. You Lucifer son of the morning. Lucifer son of the morning. I'm from the capital of the murder. Kept me so 6 on the morning, I'm gonna taste what I've heard. You say.
According to the mainstream media, Oprah's laundry list of paedophile connections is just an unfortunate coincidence. It's like the extensive list of Clinton associates who wound up dead in bizarre circumstances, often committing suicide by putting 2 bullet holes in the back of their own head. One coincidence after another, for decades and decades. As Cat Williams warns, 2024 is the year when the darkness is finally being exposed, and the industry elite are being served up with justice. A whistleblower from Oprah's inner circle has come forward, revealing the truth about her crimes and issuing a warning. The authorities are closing in on her as we speak.
As someone who has worked closely with Oprah for years, I can no longer hold my peace. The truth is far darker than anyone realizes, and it needs to come out before she can destroy the lives of more young and innocent kids. Behind her carefully constructed image, she's been running an evil empire. For years, she's been pimping out young, ambitious young stars to the most repulsive industry executives, preying on their desire for success by offering them up to these reptiles in charge. These vulnerable young people, many of them just starting out, are promised fame and fortune, but in reality, they are lost and naive young kids who are being exploited, manipulated, and abused behind closed doors. Recently, she took things to an even more disturbing level. She purchased the infamous sex tape featuring Diddy and some of his victims, including a young Justin Bieber, who I can confirm was not a willing participant. Bieber didn't consent to what happened on that tape, but Oprah didn't care. She saw it as an opportunity to make millions and millions of dollars, and she did. Not only is she profiting from their humiliation, but she's also been using the tape as leverage in business deals, holding it over the heads of the celebrities involved, trapping them in a web of influence. This isn't just a scandal, it's exploitation of the worst kind. She's trafficked in young people's dreams, profited from their abuse, and now she's capitalizing on one of the most humiliating violations imaginable. The authorities are closing in on her, and from what I know, her arrest is just a matter of time. This is no longer just about Hollywood gossip. It's about justice.
To put it mildly, there has been a mixed reaction from the public to these accusations, with many believing them to be too ridiculous to be true. While some are calling for a thorough investigation, a sizable segment of the public is highly skeptical of these allegations. Critics contend that the claims lack concrete evidence and are too fantastical to be true, possibly driven by a desire to damage the reputations of successful black celebrities.
You've seen me on Comic View back in the days. I got a whole set about how I thought Diddy was the devil. So I'm not a Diddy fan at all. Never have been. Because I think he's a shady individual. But let me say this. I do think that there is a huge rush to throw him under the bus, convict him, and then to sweep as many other people up under the rug and up under the bus with him. You threw Jay-Z's name in there, you threw Beyonce's name in there, Mary J. Blige. I mean, every week is somebody else, and it is top tier celebrities. And now you throw Oprah in there. It's like with Oprah, they've been trying to, sometimes you just got to use common sense. Do you really think Oprah could spend $75 million to buy a tape, this particular tape, and then distribute it, because that's what he said, she's been distributing it to pedophiles for a price, and ain't nobody said nothing in all these years? As much hate as Oprah get, you think they wouldn't have put that out here somewhere? Man, I got this from Oprah. Somebody would have been put her on blast. Because of the stuff she owned. They didn't, simply for the fact because they want to own what she owned, they could put her on blast. So that don't even, just from a business standpoint, that don't make sense. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Steve, let me bring you in. Same thing. What are your thoughts on this? And do you agree with Dr. Umar?
Well, first of all, I love Dr. Umar. Sometimes he can be a little bit too woke. But Dr. Umar, first of all, I'm going to say this. Your outfit is terrible. I've seen you wear better. That outfit, them Chinese folks fooled you on that band. That outfit, that shirt, hat combo is awful. But listen,
I pity the food.
It's awful. But you know what, man? He is right. I feel like people are trying to get rid of a lot of our high-profile black celebrities. I really believe that. with this thing with Diddy. There's a lot of evidence against him, but this Oprah thing is really kind of far-fetched. $75 million, to get the Baby Oil Chronicles. She handed them out. You get the Chronicles. You get the Chronicles. I don't see that. And by the way, Oprah, I think she was a victim of sexual assault as well. So why would she be in on something like that? That's kind of far-fetched. So I'm not buying that. But I do agree with Dr. Umar. And
Yeah, and Steve, he's specifically talking about YouTubers. Typically these are people who don't have credible sources. Typically I know here, because we are based on YouTube, we always try to dig deep. Where did this come from? Who said this? Who said that? Do you think there needs to be a real penalty? Because I don't think there's a real penalty other than you saw Piers Morgan, who got a cease and desist. But, it's like, oh, you apologize and you take it down. Do you think there needs to be a more crucial penalty for people who are spreading misinformation?
I'm not a fan of Diddy at all. I just think he's a shady person. However, let me say this, I do believe that there is a huge rush to convict him and then to sweep up as many other people as possible along with him. You threw Beyoncé's and Jay-Z's names in there, and anybody who saw me on Comic View back in the days received a whole set by how I thought Diddy was the devil. Mary J.B. every week there's a different celebrity, and now Oprah is included.
The bad boy. Oh, he's bad boy now.
Signing the bad boy. Announcement.
Here's your icon alert. It's called He's Bad Boy Now. It's called Don't Ever Play Yourself.
Welcome to the family, John.
Bad boy. Bad boy. Bad boy.
Hey, yo, you doing good? We love it. We love it. We love it.
Check my bitch, I'm a brick of the yeah.
Feds peeping the spot.
Hey, stays outside like them Yeezys go dry.
Yeah, she think.
Ready, bitch.
Cut that solid and all when you rub, hit that remix.
Watch a little bitch, you get it back. I'm getting rich, you get it back. I'm getting rich.
You cook out, yeah, that's why I'm standing on Ferraris, yeah. In the 6'4", 6'5", you pay for a Bugatti. That's why I'm standing on Ferraris, nigga.
As this story continues to unfold, there have been...
It's as though they've been trying to use common sense with Oprah at times. Do you really think she could have spent $75 million purchasing this specific tape and then distributed it to pedophiles for a fee, as that's what he claimed? Hasn't anyone in all these years voiced as much hatred as Oprah? I received this from Oprah. If someone had attacked her for the possessions she had, they would have done so out of pure desire.